Harold, what's good, sir? Talk to me, family. How you doing? Man, I'm blessed. Hold on, I'm finna hop off to the side. They got me walking across this whole goddamn parking lot, trying to flag me down a golf cart. Earl, man, it is such a pleasure to talk to y'all. Talk to you. Why are you saying that next to me? So close to me. My bad. Earl, what's going on, sir? You the man, family. Talk to me. Man, look here. I am live at the Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida, presenting my Trill Burgers. But I am so happy that you are going to join us at my Trill Mills food court in Forest Hill Stadium in Queens on August 6th for the Rock the Bells Festival. Now, Earl, I've known you for, I would say, at least 28 years now. 1992. Yeah. You never been a little dude. None of the Stevens are little peoples. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Whose job was it to feed all of these Stevens when you was growing up? Mom's, but I had to learn how to cook. I was self-taught because I was the oldest of four. Right. So, being a big fella, man, but I'm gonna be honest, when I was a young mustache and, all the way up to high school into the 80s, that's when I started picking up the weight. But I was a dude with a six-pack and all that, but I always had an appetite. Like, I eat 2-3 times back then and wouldn't even gain no weight. Then, you get 17 years old, and then you're starting to have a few dollars, and you can go eat wherever you want to. You feel me? That's when the weight start picking up. And, when you're younger, you got that metabolism too, right? So that food goes somewhere a lot quicker. That's right. You know what I'm saying? When you get older, that food don't digest the same. You know what I'm saying? Real. So when did you realize that you was actually good enough to cook for other people, right? Because I feel like most people can cook for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But when did you realize your food was good enough that you can cook for other people? When I realized that I like it, and I feel like my taste buds is the best judgment, and I feel if I like it, everybody else should like it. And who gave you that cosign to say, Earl, this shit is slamming? Everybody that tasted the goon with the spoon dishes. Everybody that got a dose of the goon with the spoon, they'll tell you that boy 40, he know what he doing. I tell you though, but I used to work at this restaurant when I was a little young mustache too, called the Commandant's Restaurant out there in Benicia, California, and it was like. Back then, I feel like it was a Michelin star restaurant, but back then they wasn't rating it that, they didn't have those ratings, you know what I'm saying? But it was high class people, you know what I'm saying? I was cooking our escargot, chicken cordon bleu, broil, mussels with garlic and butter and white wine, and just a little bit of everything, man. Like, and it taught me a lot. And I just kept those thoughts in my head and just continued it. You know what I'm saying? So orange roughy. You ever have orange roughy fish? Yes, absolutely. I need to put that on the ground one day. Do some orange roughy. Kind of like pan fried, but not super fried, but pan fried. But at the same time, with a white sauce and some you understand me, some almonds and butter. You dig what I'm saying? Man, you got me hungry now, Earl. Chill out. Yeah, man. I mess around a little bit. now, all the time I've known you, I met you not just as an artist, but as an entrepreneur, right? As CEO of Sick-Witted Records. You've always been an entrepreneur and a businessman. I noticed that you transitioned into spirits recently. You know what I'm saying? Before you got into food. What made you want to move into that space? Being a connoisseur of spirits and wine and spirits and beer, it was only natural like an afro for me to do it, especially being from Vallejo, California, the 707, that's the area code where Napa, California is at. You're right around the corner from all the wineries. Within arm's reach. I'm talking 3 seconds out of Vallejo. You're there. You know what I'm saying? I had an opportunity to, bottle my own wine and start from the ground up, fresh, on my own label, own formulas, everything. And I put it together like the weather. First started selling wine online. Then the demand got big. Next thing you know, it's everywhere like air. So then it went from one thing to another. Then you went to hurricane premix cocktail drinks. to Ecuador Tequila, to Tycoon Cognac, to the sparkling wines. Beer. The sky's no limit. Copper Belt bourbon to my Tycoon vodka that's on its way, about to come out in about maybe a month and a half, and my Copper Belt gin. So the grit don't quit, man. I got a lot of other things that you guys gonna be surprised about, like something that I'm doing with some other people that y'all. It's gonna be really big. I really feel that way. So it's a game changer, man. That's all I'm about doing. Is when everybody else go right, I'm gonna go left.
I love it. And I'll be honest, Earl, man, I would not be surprised looking at all the great stuff that you do. Now, as you started looking into production and marketing and branding with these spirits, did that show you that the road to going to food wasn't as far away as you thought it would? Like, did a lot of those connections and resources lend itself to you when you decided to transition from spirits to food?
Yeah, because you know what? It's being already in a whole bunch of retail stores and chain stores with the liquor, that even opened up more doors for the food. So me co-packing food, doing frozen burritos, doing ice cream, doing sausages, 4 different flavors of sausages, more flavors to come, 6 different flavors of ice cream, more 40. I'm gonna do 40 flavors of that at the end of the day. Total 40. It only makes sense 40, right? And so right now this is just the pregame part of the food. This is the pregame. I want to start local, and take that backstory. Because on Magazine Street we used to go to 7-Eleven, go get the turf burritos when I was a young mustache. Go heat them up. So I want to do my own version of turf burritos. You understand me? And make it from the ground up. So I'm co-packing, man. I'm in this.
Man, you doing it big. I actually ordered the sausages. That thing snapped. And spicy joints, my wife was like, yo, you got to get some more of the spicy thing. That thing hit right.
Earl, I'm going to get it to you, folks. I'm going to get some more to you.
So what can they expect from Goon with the Spoon, food-wise, at Rock the Bells Festival? Are we bringing the burritos, the ice cream? What is it that E40 has planned for people showing up to the festival?
It's going to be the sausages and the ice cream.
I love it. So we doing like sausages and buns, like some sandwiches, like
yes, buns, sandwiches. Different ways to do sausages. Also, realize this though. The ice cream will be sold in pints. So you can just get a plastic spoon and just walk with your ice cream and have a delightful treat.
Man, I love how I love the idea that you're not just in live cooking and things like that, but also packaging, which to me, if you're in the food industry, getting something packaged and getting it in them grocery stores and them convenience stores, like that's the real move. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have the brick and mortar so people can come in and have an experience and be a part of everything, but the brick and mortar ain't open all the time.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? It's not open all the time, but that 7-Eleven, that thing 24 hours.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So they can get in that thing. They can get in that thing all day, every day. Earl, man, I really appreciate you believing in this concept I got for Trill Mills Food Court and having your brand come, because everybody that we got coming, you're taking the longest trip. You're coming all the way from California to New York. You got to bring the crew. You got to bring supplies. I know it ain't easy, man, and I appreciate you being a real player about it and tapping in with me, man. You've always kept it 100 with me. You've always been accessible to me, even as a businessman when y'all were a little bit further ahead, because I'll be honest, in Houston in the early 90s, we took our independent game from watching what the Bay was doing. The Bay was real strong in the early 90s on that independent lane. And we watched what you were doing, JT and Mac and all these guys, and Chris, everybody putting it down independently, transitioning to major label deals for that real bag, right? Not selling out for no nickels, getting that real bag. And I want to thank you, man, for not just entertaining us and feeding us, but as a businessman, like leaving niggas a blueprint, man, like for real.
I appreciate it. I remember and y'all was like, man, we got your poster in the inside of our album cover. It was I think y'all was downtown. I mean, not downtown. I'm talking about y'all was in what was we at? We was at I think we was at Jay's compound or somewhere. But y'all was telling me y'all had my poster in the inside of your album cover for the Mailman. Yeah, what album was that?
That would have been the Mailman. Probably would have been Super Tight.
It was Super Tight. It was you know how you open up the inside of your cassette back in the days and they show all kind of stuff. So it had y'all had the poster in the background while y'all was in the studio in the basement. You feel me?
That might have been that Screw. I wonder if that was that Screw House. That might have been a Ride Dirty.
I think that was Riding Dirty, bro.
That might have been Riding Dirty.
I think that was Riding Dirty in real life. But you know, we go back, man. We family, my dude. We always been, it's been super solid, like real fam, man. I miss Pimp C so much, man. And Mama West, we had so many good times. People don't really know how deep I am with the South, man. A lot of people think I'm just Bay Area or California. They don't know I sold millions of records outside of California. Millions.
No, you are loved and appreciated all over the world, Earl. Especially right here on this Instagram Live, man. I love you, man. I appreciate
I love you, bro.
Man, send my love to B and Sugar and D and everybody out there, all the little Earls, all the little Stevenses, you know what I'm saying? Mrs. Stevens. Man, before I get off of here, which ain't got nothing to do with food, you and wifey be everywhere clean. I love it. I think one thing that I want to say on here that we don't really talk about a lot because people look at hip-hop as being, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of young dudes out here fucking with a lot of broads and, getting money and all of that, but there's also some family men out here. And you've been with your high school sweetheart, bro. Y'all going on like damn near 40 years.
Many months.
Love, marriage, partnership, and y'all leveled up. Y'all came out the soil. And now y'all in the hills.
Y'all living off of love. Yeah, we come from the ground up. Way before this fame. Way before my rap fame. We didn't know I didn't know what the hell I was gonna be. You feel me?
Yeah, no, but you got a real one, like I got a real one, and we need to celebrate our queens that help make us kings a lot more, man. So I just wanted to say that to you and wifey, man. And man, keep grinding, Earl. We'll see your brand going with the spoon in New York, August 6th at Forest Hill Stadium, along with Trill Burgers, Mia X, Nas the Sweet Chicks, Style Speed Juices for Life, and Ghostface Killer's Killer Coffee. Earl, thank you for your time and your resources, man. Thank you for tapping in with the Trill Bills Food Court, homie. I love you, and let's talk more often, bro.
Love you, buddy.
Peace. Thank y'all for tuning in.